What's up, guys? Last week we tested a portable power station, but I have another one. It is even more compact, while having even higher battery capacity, 198.4 Wh or 62,000 mAh. Its two USB-C ports deliver 100 watts of output power, and two USB-A ports have 18 watts maximum output. Its unique feature is a detachable LED light. You can even use the light without the power station, because it has a built-in battery and USB-C charging port. However, when the light is connected to a power station, it is charged from it. We will talk about this and other features, as well as test the charging power in this video. Let's start with unboxing. So this portable power station is from ATGIH company. To be honest, I hadn't heard of it before, but the Amazon page says that it is top 1 choice from 2014 to 2025. It has over 121 million global users, and it has awards from Good Design, Red Dot, and Design Award. Let's go back to our power station and unboxing. There is a table of specifications on the box, and we can read about battery capacity, LED capacity, input, output, dimensions, etc. Inside the box, first we have a package with an LED light. We will take a closer look at it a little later. Then there is a user guide with even more detailed specifications as well as product details, a description of the LED display, and important warnings. Among the available cables are USB-C to USB-C and two identical DC converters. You can use this cable with 9 volts or 12 volts routers and other DC devices. Finally, there is a portable power station in the box. That's all you get in the package. I told you that this power station is even more compact than the previous one we tested. You can see them side by side, even though the new power station has a 30% higher battery capacity. Its dimensions are 165 by 90 by 100 mm. The weight is 36 grams. Like most portable charging stations, this one has a convenient handle. It is essential for this station because it is designed to be carried around and used on the go. However, it seems like you can remove the handle if you want. The side panels are textured for a comfortable grip. Well, the front and back are smooth, but they are still made of matte plastic. It feels and looks very nice, but the main thing is that it doesn't leave fingerprints or scratches. However, the panel with the screen and ports is glossy, and I can already see scratches on it. The portable power station stands on 4 rubber feet, and you can read its technical specifications one more time on the sticker here. By the way, the station has a model name PD-A100F Pro. There are 2 charging pins on the top for connecting the light. By the way, the light attaches very quickly and easy with magnets. It also doesn't fall if the power station is turned upside down. However, I don't really understand whether the light is charging from the power station or not. There is no indicator on it or the station screen. But when you connect it via USB-C port, the LED indicator flashes. By the way, when the indicator is red, the battery level is between 0 to 30%, blue is between 31 to 60%, and green is between 61 and 100%. The light has a metal handle, so you can hang it in your tent, for example. It has 4 light modes, such as low, high, spotlight, and SOS. I like the solution of detachable light, because you can just take it with you around the camping rather than carrying the entire power station. Finally, let's move on to the screen and charging ports of the portable power station. So it has one physical button to turn on the screen. First, we see just battery level of the power station. But if you plug in the charging cable, you can see that the screen is actually this big. It shows the input and output of each port, namely USB-C 1, USB-C 2, USB-A1, and USB-A2. We can also see the remaining charging or discharging time on the screen. After a few seconds, the screen turns off, and only the charging icon flashes until the station is fully charged. I like this screen. In addition, it is quite bright and easy to see. As for the ports, as I said before, USB-C 1, USB-C 2, USB-A1 and USB-A2 are available. You can use USB-C 1 and USB-C 2 for input and output charging, while USB-A1 and USB-A2 only for output. In the user manual, we can read that USB-C 1 and USB-C 2 ports support 80 watts max of input and output charging, and USB-A1 and USB-A2 support 18 watts max. Okay, now I'm gonna check it out. I will use a second portable power station with a maximum output power of 100 watts. First, let's connect it to the USB-C 1 port of the ATGIH power station. We can see 90 watts output power on the screen. That's even more than claimed. As for the USB-C 2 port, it has about the same output power, 90 watts. Now we will use a smartphone to check the maximum output power of the USB-A1 and USB-A2 ports. They have the same power of 17 watts. But if you charge the mobile devices with QC technology support from Qualcomm, you will get 18 watts. As for the input power, unfortunately, I don't have a 100 watts adapter right now, but I can use a 65 watts one. So the portable power station charges at 65 watts through the USB-C 1 and USB-C 2 ports. So all charging ports really support the stated power. Now I want to try connecting several devices to the power station. First, let's connect the second power station to the USB-C 1 port. Just like before, we see 90 watts on the screen. But when we connect one more device to the USB-C 2 port, it charges at a maximum of 40 watts, while the power on USB-C 1 port drops to 65 watts. That is still enough to charge the second power station and the laptop at the same time. When I connect a smartphone via USB-A1 port, the power on the USB-C 1 remains at 65 watts, but it drops significantly on the USB-C 2 to 9 watts. The power on USB-A1 is 7 watts. Unfortunately, the laptop is not charging now. But this is all in the line with the stated specifications. You can read about them in the user manual. So let's summarize the review. The ATGIH PDA100F Pro is one of the most compact power stations with a battery capacity of 62,000 mAh. It is really smaller than its competitors. I like its build quality as well as the solution with a detachable light. You can use it both with a power station and separately. The screen here is really good, and it is clearly visible in most weather conditions. As for the input and output power, they correspond to the stated specifications. You can charge your device up to 100 watts from a single USB-C port. That's really good. At only $75, the ATGIH is a decent portable power station. Thank you for watching. See you soon!